Good morning, Nick Asen here. The dogs are behind me. They're old and slow, a bit like me. And in the last conversation, we're talking about how founders, entrepreneurs get hugely frustrated trying to raise capital. And it is tough out there, and it is very competitive out there. But it's also, there is lots of capital, and it's doable. But quite often, founders shoot themselves in the foot. You know, they have the wrong expectations. They're talking to the wrong investors in the life cycle of their company, either too big, too small. They make common mistakes, which we're going to sort of touch on a few of those and see if we can, you know, save people time all round, because it's hugely time consuming to raise money, and on both sides, whether the investor is time consuming to assess, and you know, you're looking for that perfect match where the magic happens quickly, and that's a tricky one. So here's some of the basics. If you have to get a deck sorted. We all know we're not keen on decks. None of us like reading decks. But the rules of thumb are: make the deck exciting, make it emotional, have messages, make sure the messages fit the investor you're trying to reach. And that's different every time. It's not one set of messages and one approach. Think about how you very quickly in the first couple of pages articulate the opportunity for the investor. Okay, this is what we do, this is the problem we solve, this is how we solve it, and this is why it matters. Got to nail it early, make it interesting, make it exciting, have lots of imagery if you can, not just bullet points. You know, articulate it in a way where the investor goes, God, I'd like to know more, I'm going to keep reading. You can lose the argument in the first few pages, and don't bang on about things that are unimportant. They come later. The objective of the deck, the first pitch deck, the first investor deck, is to gain the interest of the investor, to get them interested. You don't have to show them everything. You don't have to throw the kitchen sink at them, okay? Because they're clever people. They want to know that you appreciate their time, and in a 8 or 10 pages you can articulate just enough to go, oh, that's interesting, I need to take a closer look. The objective of the investor pitch deck is to get you through the door. It's not to win the deal or get the 10 million or 5 million or million. That happens later, because you've got to show a lot more of what you're about. Even for the smaller investors, quite often they'll want to have a deeper dive into what you're doing, who you are, you know, your data room and so on. So yeah, common mistakes are you're pitching to the wrong investor with the wrong messages, the deck's boring, it's uninteresting, and if you've got nothing to show, then you know it's tricky. If you've got something to show, then it's all about show me. Talk soon.